Jesus does not want his disciples living with a troubled spirit and a sense of fear in their lives. John 14:27, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. We're not to live our lives in fear. 2 Timothy 1:7, for God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And so instead, what Jesus has done is he's given us his peace. Now he says, I don't give like the world gives. The world's idea of peace is instead of me pointing my gun at you, I'm going to holster it. And that's peace. But that's not the peace that Jesus is talking about. I mean, right here he says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. The biblical word for peace means to join something together. It means quietness and rest, to set at one again. And I'm gonna just say that my definition of peace is to recognize that what's going on, that in the midst of it, that there is a plan. Now, let me illustrate that for you. One of the things I love is to watch saddle bronc riding. And I'm going to tell you what, a good saddle bronc ride is one of the prettiest things that there is. And one of the things that always amazes me is to watch the expression, the look on the fellow's face. Now, the bareback riding is different. Bareback riding, a good bareback rider, he looks like this and he's just taking a beating. But a good saddle bronc ride, you look at the expression on the man's face, he's in control. No matter what that bronc is doing, he is anticipating, he is riding that horse. And he's in control, at least for a little while. And the look on his face is one of peace. Now, when he gets bucked off, you look at that and you can tell that, his head starts popping like this, or all of a sudden this look comes onto his face as he blows a stirrup or something. If something doesn't go right, all of a sudden that peaceful, restful, quiet, in control situation is shot. Now, you are never, ever going to have peace thinking that you are in control. It's just not going to happen because you're not. This world is going and moving and things are happening that are completely out of our control. And a lot of people, one of the reasons that they have troubled hearts and one of the reasons that they have fear is because they feel like the only way that they can be feeling like things are going their way is if they're in control. Well, you and I need to know there is no control. A saddle bronc does not have a bit in his mouth. There is no control over what that horse is doing. And God is in control. And when you recognize that God is in control and you receive the peace that comes from Jesus Christ, then you don't have to be afraid of what's happening around you, and your heart doesn't have to be troubled because you trust him. And if you stay in the seat that he's put you in, you can trust that he's going to keep you. John chapter 16, verse 33, Jesus says, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. That's the world that we live in. We live in a world that's filled with tribulation, just like a horse that's trying everything he can to buck you off. Colossians chapter 3, verse 15 says, and let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to the which also you're called in one body, and be thankful. I just want to encourage you this morning. When you trust Jesus, when you just come to him and you say, Lord, I know this world is completely out of control, but I trust you in the middle of it. Keep me in the seat today. And you can have peace. You can know that even though everything looks out of control, there is a plan. He has overcome the world. And his peace is a gift that he gives to you and I. God bless you. Have a great day.